Battle of Bloody Marsh. Pre-United States history. 1742. Took place in Georgia. Combatants: Great Britain, province of Georgia, against Spain. Part of the larger War of Jenkins' Ear between Britain and Spain. A large Spanish force had landed on St. Simon's Island, Georgia, with the objective of capturing the British colony and its key fortress, Fort Frederica. July 5, 1742. Battle of Gully Hole Creek. A Spanish advance force marches up the road toward Fort Frederica. They are ambushed by a smaller group of British soldiers from the fort, led by General James Oglethorpe. The Spanish are routed and retreat back to their main camp. July 7, 1742. A larger, more powerful Spanish force, estimated 200 to 300 men, is sent to flank the British position and regain the initiative. General Oglethorpe anticipates the move and sets an ambush at a narrow, wooded point where the road passes by a marsh. British soldiers and Scottish Highlanders lie in wait, using the natural terrain for cover. The engagement is short but intense. The British, concealed in the woods, fire disciplined volleys into the exposed Spanish column. After a brief but sharp firefight, the Spanish force is thrown into confusion and retreats. Oglethorpe reinforces his line, and the two forces remain in position for a tense period. But no further major fighting occurs. Mid-July 1742. Demoralized by the failed attacks, cut off from their supply ships by British naval activity, and suffering from the heat and disease, the Spanish commanders decide to abandon their campaign. The entire Spanish force withdraws from St. Simon's Island by mid-July, ending the threat to Georgia. Significance: the Battle of Bloody Marsh was a small tactical engagement but had massive strategic consequences. It was the climax of the Spanish invasion of Georgia and their last major attempt to remove the British from the region. The British victory secured Georgia as a British colony. British forces. Casualties extremely light. A handful of soldiers were likely wounded, but the number was not significant enough to be prominently recorded. Spanish forces. Casualties approximately 12 to 15 killed. A slightly larger number, possibly a few dozen, wounded.